The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Sick of all the other light beers? Then grab a Triple Hop Brewed Miller Lite, which is exactly the same as all the other light beers. 0 carbs, because it's fuel injected and ready to haul ass in your bloodstream with its Vortex bottle top. So you'll be fighting that middle-aged polo shirt wearing degenerate that looks exactly like you in no time. Because you watch the UFC and you've shot a gun before. And right now, it's 2 in the afternoon and you're totally fucked up and pissing in broad daylight on a cop car. But who cares? Because you have an associate's degree in horticulture and you work at Boscov making $6.50 an hour. So go home to your grandmother's house, crack open a nice cold Miller Lite, and masturbate to that kind of hot chick you saw at the bar that you were too much of a pussy to talk to. Miller Lite, it's Miller time.
I've shown my dick to people I work with hundreds of times, and they love it, not just because I'm the boss. Hi, I'm Marty Schaefer, president of Schaefer's New Zealand-style products, such as Dick Sealant, Dick Hardener, Dick Remover, and my personal favourite, the Dick Sucker. Until recently, we used to refer to those all-important office presentations as PowerPoints. But in today's office, dicks are on the tip of everyone's tongue. And that's why our latest product focuses on the many dicks you're exposed to at work. Schaefer's New Zealand-style dick presentations. Guys, let's show them all the different dicks they can buy from us. Running a company can be challenging, and that's why I communicate to my clients and employees in the clearest way a man can in the corporate environment, with my dick. Oh, sorry. There for me, Barbara? Yeah. Even though we have all sorts of dicks, fast-paced dicks, flashy dicks, interactive dicks, inspirational dicks, persuasive dicks, and dicks just for the holidays, you can't just rock up to a meeting and whoop your dick out. Before I show my dick to anyone, I put it on the biggest screen I can find and then spend up to 2 hours poring over every detail of my enormous dick. It's the longest one at this office. Everyone's eyes widen when they first see it. But once they get their hands on the hard copy, they get the feel of my dick, and I like watching them do it. If your dick is boring, people can easily doze off because they've seen a dick like yours before. But with Schaefer's New Zealand-style dick presentations, you'll virtually slap them with your dick. Jim, wake up! What was I talking about? Your dick? Good, Jim. It's a good sign if Jim is following along. He's seen so many dicks. I'm convinced all he dreams of are dicks.
No more dicks. Get it out of my face. I've had enough.
Poor little guy. I've got to go now. I've done such a fantastic job presenting my dick around the office that I've got a meeting with the head of human resources. Hope it's a promotion. Kidding. I'm the president. I can do whatever I want. You wanted to see me, Kathy? Schaefer's New Zealand-style dick presentations. Try our dicks. They're easy because they're not hard.
Do you feel exhausted and run down all the time? You have trouble sleeping and even more trouble waking up? Are you unable to motivate yourself to perform even the simplest of tasks? Do you often catch yourself thinking about death and your own mortality? Do you feel constantly overwhelmed by all your responsibilities and obligations? Do you eat out of pure boredom because the things you once loved no longer excite you? Are you tired at the end of the day, even though all you did was sit at a desk for 7 hours straight? Do you have to use the candle on the table at restaurants because it's always too dark to read the menu? Does your ankle just hurt sometimes for no reason whatsoever? Does your idea of a fun night consist of playing German board games and going to bed at 10? Do you avoid looking at the news because you know it'll make you sad? Do you get angry just knowing that there are teenagers on Vine who have made more money in the past 2 years than you will in your entire life? Do you enjoy drinking a beer right after getting home from work just a little too much? If you answered yes to even one of those questions, chances are you might have adulthood, a serious condition that affects 7 billion people 18 and older worldwide. And there's no fucking cure!
Samuel L. Jackson on Go the Fuck to Sleep.
I was anxious to do the audio read of this book because my agent has twins, and he gave me the book. I read it, and I fell out laughing. And I remember all those times when I did read to my daughter when she was that age. And everybody tells you reading stories will put kids to sleep, but it never works. It didn't in my house. Actually, if I picked her up and made up a story, it worked a lot better. But I did say go the fuck to sleep to her a lot. And I think at some point she would look at me when I would come in her room and she would look at me and say, go the fuck to sleep, Daddy? And I would say, yeah, go the fuck to sleep.
Audible Inc. presents Go the Fuck to Sleep. Written by Adam Mansbach. Narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep. The wind whispers soft through the grass, hun. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep. The cubs and the lions are snoring, wrapped in a big, snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep? The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions. This interview's over. I've got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep. The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheep. Fuck your stuff, bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep. The flowers doze low in the meadows, and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty-ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please, and sleep. The giant pangolins of Madagascar are snoozing as I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you some milk. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna sleep. This room is all I can remember. The furniture, crappy and cheap. You win. You escape. You run down the hall as I nod the fuck off and sleep. Leery and dazed, I awaken to find your eyes shut. So I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep. We're finally watching our movie. Popcorn's in the microwave. Beep. Oh, shit. God damn it. You gotta be kidding. Come on. Go the fuck back to sleep.
Live Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
All right, everybody. It is Wednesday. Wait a minute. It's hump day, right?
Hump day?
Hump day. So, what does that mean? That means it's hump day.
Mike.
Guess what day it is? Julie. Julie. Guess what day it is? Julie. Julie.
You're Julie right now. Just say what?
Guess what day it is?
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Anybody? Anybody?
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Anybody? Anybody? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Woo-hoo! Mike. What day is it, Mike? Oh, come on. I know you can hear me. Leslie, guess what today is? Leslie, guess what today is?
Yeah, it's hump day, everybody.
Leslie, guess what today
Camel's in the room.
Leslie, guess what today is?
Yeah, let's cut over to the camel.
It's hump day.
Well, actually, that's not a camel. It's actually a box that has my new chair in it that I haven't put it together in like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
My
together.
400-pound capacity chair that would easily hold my heavy ass is stuck in that box.
There's
And it's
also
my-
a Cabbage Patch doll laying on top of it.
It's
Oh,
hump day.
yeah. You want to show the crew what that looks like?
What? My Cabbage
Yeah,
Patch
your
doll?
Cabbage Patch doll with that purple hair. Kind of looks like a grandma with, like mental health issues.
It does not.
Grandma went ahead and dyed her hair purple, and that's what it looks like. Oh,
How
God.
rude.
How rude. Yeah, that's not rude. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It is August the 24th, 2022. Eric's in the house. Alyssa right there in full bosom mode. And
Just
I
leave
I
me
don't
and
know
my
what's going
bosom
on.
alone.
I don't know what's going on with your camera. The camera's like shaking or it's flickering. I don't know what's going on. So instead of having like the
not shaking,
three,
'cause
no, well,
it's
it's
perfectly
flickering on
still.
my end.
Oh, I
So
don't know
it's
why.
pixel. I think it should call Comcast. Get that pixelation out of the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. It is. Drew Daniels goes ahead and is first to go ahead and comment. Good evening, Mr. Rinkington. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Dickwad. John McDaniels says, quit dicking around. Drew then corrects himself and says, good evening, Mr. Richardson. And John says, good evening to Charles and crew. The crew today does involve Alyssa and Eric today. John, of course, has to throw in his Go Cowboys. Yep. John is convinced they are going 17-0 based on the sports shows that we've had. And says then, it's a hump day and then sleep. Yes. Oh, gravy. How's your weekend there, bud?
Weekend wasn't too bad. Of course, this week got off a little shaky, but
Yeah, a little bit.
stuff happens.
A little bit. Got to go and pick up people, get a flat tire. I think Karen's, kind of went ahead and, slid over some of her bad luck to you, or some of the responsibilities over to you. It's like, no.
Yeah, it would seem, but other than that, everything's good. I really can't complain too much.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So anyway, today is Big Brother. As a matter of fact, Big Brother's happening right now as we speak. And they're in the middle of their split house twist where 5 people on the inside, 5 people on the outside playing the same game in 2 different ways. I mean, the same game each. So you have 2 heads of household. You have 4 nominations or 4 nominees, 2 on each side. You have their own power veto, their own nomination ceremony, their own eviction process. So it's going to be fun.
I like this better than the regular double eviction that they usually do.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a lot less secrets going on. As a matter of fact, it kind of brings Kyle out to the forefront where he actually had to open up about the big
Well,
the big group.
that's the other thing is we'll see what happens when they come back together and
Yeah.
if Brittany and Michael actually are on board for what he proposed.
Yeah, we'll see. And we'll see. No, we'll have more on that on Friday because right now, nothing really new happened since Monday. So today is their power veto ceremony and see if they go ahead and take anybody off the block or replace anybody. Thursday, they'll have the live vote and eviction, which, by the way, I wanted to go ahead. I did not mention this, and if anybody really gave a shit about Big Brother, the live audience returned on Thursday. There's live audience members there now where, all of COVID, of course, there was just a blank studio audience. There was no audience in there. So now they actually returned their live audience. So it's actually good. I don't know what happened in California that recently overturned some of these hefty rules, but they lifted them, so it's good. I'm surprised that things in California are relaxing a little bit more now. I don't know what happened. Did COVID all of a sudden take a deep dive or something?
It just disappeared.
It just disappeared. Yeah.
They know something we don't. Maybe we should ask them what are they doing, to keep this mess under control.
I don't know. California's more expensive. They're more stringent. They're more. You know what? When you go ahead and ask the people, why is gas so high in California? Well, they have a special blend. Apparently, California has a cleaner, healthier blend that goes into their cleaner, healthier BMWs.
They do have a different blend of gasoline because of all of the pollution there.
Oh, yeah. So it's worse than everybody else.
No, they're trying to cut down on the pollution, so they have a cleaner blend of gasoline to combat some of the pollution that they've already got.
But you would think if they were just trying to combat all the pollution, they'd do it nationwide and it wouldn't be spiking in California. It would just, I guess, spike everywhere, I guess.
But California is really bad as far as the pollution goes.
No, California is really bad, period.
Yeah, well, you ever been to San Francisco?
No, but I heard it's a dumping ground. And I'm talking about dumping.
Well, it's a beautiful city, but it's pretty smoggy.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of smog.
Well, Golden Gate, don't they have like warnings where they shut down the gate because of the smog?
Yep, they sure do. During the morning when the sun is coming up, because it's also very foggy, over there in the Bay Area too.
Right.
So there are times where you could literally be like 2 feet in front of somebody and can barely tell unless you got your lights on.
Even if you do have your lights on, it wouldn't be tough to tell anyway.
Well, yeah, it's pretty thick up there. So beautiful in the afternoon and the evening, but during the early part of the morning, yeah,
it's crazy. So okay, I understand that. What about New York though? New York it's going to be bad. Chicago's going to be bad. They got that lake effect stuff up there.
Yeah, well, New York is a little different because in New York City, you really don't drive a lot. The cabs and stuff, yes, walk. But walk, subway, bus.
But I'm just saying though, buses use gas, cabs. I mean, come on. There's not any shortage
of traffic there,
right? There was plenty of traffic going on. As a matter of fact, there was about as much foot traffic as there was car traffic. Let me tell you something. Going through Times Square kind of ticked me off a little bit. So let me tell you, when you cross the street, there's a little thing called a crosswalk sign. It tells you walk, stop, walk, stop, walk, stop. When it says walk, the cars have a red light. Okay. Now, when the crosswalk says stop, you're supposed to stop, and there's a green light for the cars to go by. They didn't care. They just kept walking. So I'm over here thinking to myself, would it be illegal if I just ran people over? Because it's my turn to drive. It's my turn to keep traffic moving. You know what I'm saying? I should just go ahead and run people over or honk at them and just move forward and make them move. I mean, because right there, they're holding up traffic. They need to be cited. They're doing this illegally. So I see, this is type of stuff that runs in the back of my mind, like shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have did that.
I just don't know why you let it bother you.
Yeah. Proven fact that people do not drive in New York City unless you're from upstate New York. Why is that, Drew? Explain that to me. People do not drive in New York City unless you're from upstate New York. I'm not understanding that. So if you live in upstate New York, you have like a free pass? I'm not sure.
not quite as congested as New York City.
Oh well, yeah, of course.
It's very congested in the streets.
I know
Parking virtually non-existent.
I know that because my sister has a car and she lives in Syracuse. All right, well, what I'm talking about, Drew, is obviously the exception to the rule. This is in Manhattan. This is right there in Times Square where I went through. And again, like I said, the traffic in Times Square was just incredible. It was really incredible to see. I mean, I'm seeing mopeds go up and down the road, cutting in and out of traffic. And a lot of these mopeds and bikes, they're delivery guys. Like, really? Delivery? I mean, it's like, okay. Now, I mean, now I've seen it.
Though.
Well, of course it is.
In really congested areas.
It is really like the traffic laws in the rest of the country, even just the rest of the state, or even the rest of the city. The traffic laws cease to exist in Times Square. It's like time ceases to exist in Times Square. There's no amount of time that you need. It doesn't matter if they block your traffic. Time does not matter in Times Square. Kind of the sense of where it goes. But yeah, when I made the decision to kind of go ahead and take a little bit of a detour and go into Times Square heading on the way home, I don't regret it. I knew there was going to be stop and go, we're going to move 3 inches an hour and stuff like that. I knew there was going to be traffic. I knew it. So I was prepared. I was not prepared for fighting with the people crossing the street. I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared to, when the people are told to stop at the crosswalk, they stop. And the cars move. People stop, cars move. When the cars stop, the people move. And it goes in harmony. But it wasn't that way. No, it doesn't work that way. Not in New York, not in Manhattan, not in Times Square. Time stands still square. That's what it is. I mean, I literally could have left my car and gone over and bought a hot dog right there next to me. And came back, and nothing would have moved. Nothing would have changed. Nobody would have honked their horn because it's like, well, we're going to sit here for another 5 hours anyway before people, finally thin out so we can move. I could have just, I was hungry. I should have just bought a hot dog.
You really wanted pizza.
Oh, I did. I wanted some New York pizza. I really did. But I just figured by the time we go ahead and found some place to park, walk over, buy a slice of pizza, walk back. Number one, we would spend like $50.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a $50 slice of pizza.
$30 to park, and $20 to feed everybody pizza. It was kind of nutty, but that's still one thing on my bucket list is to get New York pizza, real New York pizza. Whatever sweaty, horrible, disgusting water they use for their dough, I want some of that pizza. I want some of that pizza. And then I'll go up to Detroit and get some Detroit-style pizza. And then I'll go to New York and get some Chicago-style pizza. We'll make that. We'll make
it. Go to New York to get Chicago-style pizza?
I said Chicago to get Chicago-style pizza.
No, you actually did say New York. But
okay.
But I know you were just.
You know what I was meaning. We'll go ahead and we'll make it a pizza trip. We'll stay in New York, get some New York pizza. We'll head over to Detroit, try to avoid crime. Get some Detroit-style pizza.
Yeah,
then we go to Chicago.
Really try to avoid crime.
Really try to avoid crime. Make sure we wear bulletproof vests and just you know what? They don't care who they shoot over there. But we got to find some some Chicago pizza in Chicago.
It's actually mellowed out a lot up here over the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, we're talking Michigan over there, but it's guns a-blazing over there in Chicago.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what? I haven't been to Chicago in a while. But yeah, what was that? On the 4th of July weekend, I think it was in Highland Park, Illinois, where that somebody was just shooting at people at a 4th of July parade. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they were in a balcony apartment, and everybody's like, I have a gun. Let's see how well I can shoot. Bang, 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 and just start shooting people randomly. Again, the rules don't apply in Chicago. You have a gun, it's open season. It's open season, and it doesn't matter who you are, white, black, Mexican. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl, if you're a kid, if you're an adult. You're on target. You just got to find a way. It's literally like playing Jumanji. We're playing Jumanji, life or death out there, with that one guy with the big long mustache.
You know, I would really like it if these people to go on these killing sprees. If you want to kill somebody, kill yourself. Why are you killing innocent people? Shit, go shoot yourself. If you really don't like your life, go shoot yourself.
Yeah, right. That, I agree with that. If you're gonna go ahead and shoot somebody, shoot yourself. Do that, please. Just go ahead, cock up your gun, and that's it. And just aim it right there, and just take yourself out of the equation. Just do that. I mean, everybody will be much more happier for it. Just do it. Just do it. Anywho, 813-699-5353. I do have topics I pulled today, so it's not going to be a boring Monday show like we did. Even though we did, we filled up the time. We filled up the time on that. And I still have gotten nowhere with Facebook in regards to the website on my, if I wanted to share something, I still can't share it to my show page because the blue share button is missing. I can share it to Raw Talk Online's page. I can share it to the Just for Fun page. I can't share it to my page.
Weird.
It is very weird. And you know how many times I've reported it? 5 times, all with screenshots. I have the screenshots saved. Oh, if you want us to better resolve it, please import screenshots. You know how many times I've had responses from Facebook? 0. Nada. I got nothing from Facebook.
So you get nothing. You lose.
I literally got nothing back from Crapbook. Honestly. I am so over it. I'm really over it. I mean, listen, I know it's the social media giant. I know we live on that thing. We can't live without it. But my God, do they have just a stranglehold over each side of your throat and pressing right down in the middle with their thumbs? It doesn't matter. Why even have a help page or a help button? Report an issue. I did. Nothing from anybody. It's like, why even bother? Why even bother? This whole update that they did. And it's all for more control because Meta / Facebook can't have enough control. They have to be the ultimate superpower in the social media biz. Please, Elon Musk, take your money, buy MySpace, and put Facebook out of business. Get MySpace back where it used to be. Get Facebook out of business. I mean, seriously, just do that. You have all the money and all the power, Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk. It smells like a dirty scent from deodorant. You dirty freaking Caucasian bitch. Take your money, buy MySpace, and just turn it around. All right. You already went ahead and, dangled that Twitter carrot over our head. Now let's just go ahead and make some actual purchase. How much of that did he really think he was going to go through? Did he really think he was actually going to go through any of that? That Twitter purchase that apparently was just a big ruse? Elon Musk purchasing Twitter for $500 billion or whatever that price was. What was that price? You remember, Eric? I don't know.
Let me go do a little research and see if I can come up with the number.
But that whole big number, did anybody really think he was going to purchase Twitter? And all of a sudden, hey, I want to see Twitter's numbers. Oh, we can't do that, Mr. Musk. Why is that? Because your last name stinks. Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
wow.
Twitter couldn't even come up with their own numbers. They couldn't even prove their bots or their how big of a percentage humans to bots are. They actually had to tell people, yeah, there's bots. Just Facebook should buy them. Buy everything.
You think Zuckerberg? You think Zuckerberg wants Twitter?
No, Knuckleberg doesn't want Twitter.
Oh, and it was $44 billion.
$44 billion. See, I wasn't too far off. 500 billion, 44 billion. You spend 1 billion, you spend them all. I mean, you would have to win the Powerball 28.5 times to afford Twitter. That $1.29 billion Powerball. You'd have to nail that jackpot about 28 times to go ahead and get 44 billion. God. Some people honestly have too much money. They really do. What is he gonna do with all that money? What is he
go? Hey, he wants to establish a colony over in Mars.
Okay, good. Go. Get out of here. How much does it cost to go ahead and to make an artificial atmosphere? Can't be more than Twitter. I'm thinking, that's going to be somewhere between 100 and 200 billion dollars. He'll still have a couple of trillion left. No big deal. Go, get out of here. You seen Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Have you seen that movie? Oh my God, that's what he should do. That's what he should do. He should go ahead and build like a mall that can supply its own air, and that's it. The Mars colony would be it would be like a mall, and that's it. People live in these little, but what a life that would be.
Well, right now, Musk is worth $258.8 billion.
Yeah, I think his stock dropped a little bit, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could afford to buy Twitter.
You know what? He could actually probably go ahead and of course he could afford to buy Twitter. I'm not saying that at all. $250 billion worth, 255. Would you said that? But yeah, $40 billion. That ain't nothing. Come on, that's a sizable check. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure he'll make it back. He's not going to take Twitter and he's going to operate at a loss. No, he's going to go ahead and operate on a profit. He'll sell these ads and these pop-up ads. Every 100 characters you type, you get an ad. Every another 100 characters, another ad, and just that's crazy.
They're saying that in the next 2 years, if Elon Musk continues at the rate that he is, he'll be the world's first trillionaire.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying.
He's at $250 billion now. And how long did he have to work to make that?
I believe he's self-made.
Well, I'm not saying he inherited it. I'm just saying, how long did it take him to accumulate that much wealth?
That's a good question.
That's not easy to attain. I don't care how big your business is or how much you think you're worth. I mean, the richest people in the world, I think Elon's either one of them or the top, right?
Yeah, he's number one. Bezos is number two. It looks like a substantial gap too between them.
Yeah.
And Bill Gates is just number 4. Poor guy.
He's right there. He's right there. Elon Musk, 290. Well, this one here, according to 2022, it says Elon Musk, 219 billion. He's 50 years old. It's taken him. Listen, you're the richest person in the world, and you're less than 25. You're less than $250 billion. There's no way you're reaching $1 trillion. I don't even think he's going to reach $500 billion. He's going to be hovering around 200, maybe $300 billion. He's 50 years old already. If you want to take a look at it, I would take a look at this Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the owners of Alphabet of Google, or Alphabet Inc. They're 48, 49 years old, and they're worth in the 111, $107 billion range. Now, those people have a little bit more life. I mean, Elon's only a year older, so that's even a stretch.
Well, what about Zuckerberg? He's pretty young.
Zuckerberg's not even in that area, is he?
I know he should be a billionaire.
He's not in the top, he's not. Yeah, he's not in the top 10 though.
Right. Let's see. Musk, Bezos, Gates.
Yeah, I only have the top 10 list here.
Buffett. Yeah, hold on one second here. I think Zuckerberg should be in the top 20 though.
I don't know. You remember he also went ahead and put his company out there on yeah, Zuckerberg's number 16, 58.7.
And what is he, like 32 or something?
No, he's 38. So yeah, he's got some years. He's got some years ahead. Excuse me. Yeah, but only 58.7 billion. That makes him, compared to Elon Musk, that makes him look like he's on welfare.
I'll take that welfare check.
I would too. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. This is Forbes. Is that who you're looking at? Forbes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Apparently, so yeah, Elon is. I don't know why Wikipedia had it differently.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess this is the real time list. 263 billion, and he's 51. So I was reading. Wikipedia had it wrong. But yeah, man, this Zuck 38. I mean, I think he's one of the youngest billionaires that are out there.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that.
There's some old bags here. Wow. The guy that owns TikTok 38, but he's at 49.5 billion. And he's 50. No, he's 38 too. So how about that? You have two of the biggest social media sites owned by 38-year-olds.
Yeah. I'm looking at the I just typed in youngest billionaires. There's some guy named Wong. They said he's the youngest self-made billionaire. Let me see.
What is he?
7.3 billion. That's what his assets are worth. Apparently he does defense contracts.
Ooh. So basically we have an Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Tony Stark's.
Yeah, a Chinese Tony Stark. Yeah.
And the youngest billionaire period looks like it's Rihanna, supposedly.
Rihanna's a billionaire?
$1.4 billion. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Go ahead, girl.
Hey, Rihanna, you go, girl.
That was a shocker. I wasn't expecting to see. I wasn't expecting to see her name up there.
How old is she?
That's a good question. Let me go find out how old is Rihanna. Well, I can't believe that, Rihanna.
Yeah, maybe I still have a chance.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, hell, if Kanye West is a billionaire, well, yeah.
We're not going to go there.
Yeah, well, hey, I guess crazy people are the only ones that are allowed to be rich. Us normal folks have to be middle class.
Well, is Mariah Carey a billionaire? Because that's crazy beyond belief right there.
Yeah, well, she should be the world richest person. Let's see how old is Rihanna.
Rihanna. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of billionaires out there. I mean, it's almost like they're running in packs. I mean, I'm gone down to like over almost 500 billionaires.
Wow.
And I'm down to the ones that are in the $5 billion range.
Oh wow.
I still got a ways to go.
Say, getting down over to the welfare billionaires, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, Bubba Cathy, 4.9 billion. You know what his source of income is? Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Bubba Cathy. I never knew there was a billionaire Bubba.
Well,
Bubba billionaire, Chick-fil-A. Wow. Great job.
Is he like the CEO of
I have
Chick-fil-A,
no idea.
or is he just
Honestly, I don't know, because right below that was Trudy, Kathy White, and Dan. I think it's the Kathy family. That's why. And each of them are worth $4.9 billion. I guess they share it.
Is Vince McMahon in that group anywhere?
Was that
Vince McMahon, is he in that group anywhere?
Yeah, I think they removed him. He would have been in the lower portion of this. I think he would be in the Rihanna area.
Okay. Oh, she's 34, by the way.
34?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may need to reach out to her. Hey, you seen anybody?
Huh? You are.
Well, we can put a temporary divorce until I get her money.
No.
And then I come back. I guess that's not going to happen.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
No. Honestly, I don't even think it would happen even if I was single, to be honest with you. The fuck am I going to do? What do I have to offer her? Nothing. Nada. It ended at 725. I have no more list. And I'm at 3.9 billion. Oh, man. Anywho, 813-699-5353. If you're a billionaire and you would like to go ahead and loan us money, please reach out to us.
Actually, you know what? No, I would say that they should give us the money in exchange for services.
I agree. We'll go ahead and service them.
Now, I don't know what you mean by service.
I don't know what services we could possibly offer to get that type of money.
A secret identity.
Yes, we won't speak of any evil. We won't speak of it. Oh, man. Checking out Rob Gronkowski's Facebook page. Apparently, Rob is sporting tighty whities made from Tom Brady. So apparently Brady is doing a Tom Brady underwear campaign, and Gronk is showing his package. Actually, I take that back. Gronk and his girlfriend Camille, both wearing tighty whities. Gronk is in, of course, no shirt, no pants, and Camille is covering up Gronk's package with her huge hand.
Okay.
And then Camille has got like a mid-drift white T-shirt. She's wearing full blue jeans, but has them unzipped to show the top of the briefs that she's wearing. I mean, what a picture. And Gronk's looking over her like, are you trying to cover my bulge, sweetheart? I don't understand that. I mean, Brady's really getting ready for retirement. If you can go ahead and have an underwear line where he's already doing this whole FTX thing with cryptocurrency. I don't know how well that's going to do. I guess that depends on the crypto market, if it does well or not. But listen, what's the next thing to do is go ahead and make underwear. Yeah. You want to wear some Brady's. It's fruit of the Brady.
So instead of the tidy whiteys, it'll be the tidy Brady's or the whitey Brady's. How would you classify that?
No. If you call them the whitey Brady's, that's kind of being racist. And see, you would think too, tidy whiteys would be a little bit racist. Like, hey, wait a minute, why can't they be the tidy blackies or
because
whatever?
they're generally white.
Well, see, and that's the thing. That's
in the beginning,
the race.
In the beginning, then eventually some parts turn brown.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to hear about that, though.
No, nobody wants to hear about that.
I mean, let's think about it. I mean, and I don't even know why we even getting on this topic, but
just
most men. Well, I'll put it this way: I don't remember the last time I wore a pair of white underwear.
Okay, yeah, I listen. That's kind of me too. When I go ahead and when I go ahead and buy my underwear,
kinds of colors.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of colors. I want to keep you guessing.
But white, and then
white, what's that?
Especially I'm a bigger guy, and just putting on like the tidy whities, it doesn't feel right to me. Boxers or boxer briefs, but not the tidy whities. I feel like I'm an 80s wrestler with the tidy whities on.
You taking a look at the wrestlers and thinking, why the hell they wearing underwear?
Yeah, I was like, damn. I'm like Randy. Like, why is Randy Orton wearing the drawers?
Yeah, right.
Like, why?
Yeah, see me, I'm with the boxer briefs. I don't do the, because number one, they just cuts right. Like you said, I like you said you're a bigger guy. I'm a bigger guy than you are, and it cuts into my my chafing area.
Yeah,
and it hurts, man. It's like, so I need that. I need that support where it, slims down my thighs a little bit so I don't look so fat. So
You don't have big thighs.
I do have big thighs.
No,
I really
don't.
do. Yes, I do.
No, your legs are actually kind of skinny.
It is
compared to-
really weird how my body is. I got, flabby chest, a big stomach, no ass. How does a guy my size have no ass? I struggle to keep my pants up, even if they're a size smaller than usual. How the hell is that possible? How does a guy my size have no ass?
I don't know. I could donate some to you. If
You
you'd
should.
like.
You should. I need a little bit of ass.
I got a lot.
Yes, you do. You got J-Lo's booty would say damn.
I got enough for the both of us.
Yes, you do. You really do.
It's just weird how that weight distribution happens, where it's like it goes everywhere except some. You've either got too much in one area or not enough in another.
Right. Exactly. See, some of my stomach could go into my ass, and I'd feel a little bit better actually, because I wouldn't, I'd actually be able to look down and see my toes. That'd be great if I could just do that. That'd be awesome. Look down and feel. I don't like no.
Why?
I don't like. I told you Monday.
No, Monday I accidentally kicked your foot.
You touched it underneath here. I just don't like the feel of it. I for some reason I don't like the footsies when we're doing a show. I don't. I'm sorry.
Hard to keep your concentration.
Yeah, kind of. We'll go with that.
I could relate to that. Because your significant other playing footsies with you, and all of a sudden we'll be fading to black. Like, what happened? And you hear all of these noises in the background.
I don't think I would be fading to black. I think we'd be having testicle difficulties. Oh man,
I shouldn't encourage you. It's like feeding the animals at the zoo, isn't it?
Yes, please, no more. do not feed the animals. Hey, listen, you hear about Biden's little forgiveness program for student loans?
I did hear about that today.
So
no, I didn't. Oh, this affects me. Please do tell.
Okay, so President Biden announced on Wednesday, he announced a plan to erase thousands of dollars in student loans for borrowers, aiming to help more than 40 million Americans who owe a combined $1.7 trillion in debt, which is, by the way, 6 times more than what Elon Musk is worth. Student debt has soared, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so here's what it is. Biden is canceling up to $20,000 in student loan debt for millions of Americans, extending a payment pause. Okay, the purpose of the student debt, wait on borrowers, keeping some for achieving milestones, forgiveness program. Well, all right, the loan forgiveness program won't help every borrower, and some, such as lower income borrowers, may get more of a lift than others. So if you're making a lot of money, you probably won't save a lot of money.
So from what I heard, is if you have Pell Grants, you get $20,000 of your debt forgiven. If you do not have a Pell Grant, then it's $10,000.
Yeah. So the Biden administration said it will cancel up to $20,000 for people who have received Pell Grants, which are available for 2 low-income undergraduate students who have exceptional financial need. The administration said if you didn't receive one, it's $10,000 in forgiveness. Pell Grants don't generally need to be repaid, but because they don't cover the majority of college costs, many low-income students may need to take additional loans to enroll. So wait. So if they take out a Pell Grant and it doesn't need to get repaid, why do you really need the money or the forgiveness?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Does it really make a difference? They're not going to come back at you.
No, the thing is, they probably also took out other student loans, and those do have to be repaid.
Yeah, but this said if you're going to get 20,000 for. Oh, okay. So the 20,000 doesn't go back to the Pell Grant; it goes back to.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have the Pell Grant, you get a check
Right,
for 20,000
because
to do whatever you
because
want.
it's usually lower income that well no, you would be paying back the other student loans.
Right. That's
that
what I
you took
meant.
out.
So
Yeah.
you'd get, because you have a Pell Grant, you get the $20,000, but you pay the other student debt instead of a Pell Grant.
Right.
Okay. How do I know if I qualify for forgiveness? Okay. The administration said it's limiting debt forgiveness to people who earn less than 125,000. Married couples can earn up to 250,000 and still qualify for the program. Because of the income cap, no high-income individual or high-income household in the top 5% of incomes will benefit from this action. This is according to the White House. People seeking debt relief can provide either their 2020 or 2021 incomes in applying for loan forgiveness. And there you go. So if you fall into that category there, Eric, then you go ahead and you may have some forgiveness.
I could use some forgiveness.
All right. I could use some forgiveness too. Like, please forgive me,
We don't have
Lord.
any student loans, though.
No, we don't. We have we just have debt.
I was just talking about to our boss actually a couple of days ago about me going back and taking some online classes.
There you go. So take that 10 or 20 grand that you would get and take a course or two.
I did get some information today too. 6 courses is what I need to take to get my BCABA.
Oh, 6 courses?
Yep.
Man, you're pretty close.
So
I have a bachelor's already, but this is a special certification for my job.
So
Hey,
you don't need
I
the
say go for
master's.
No, not for that. But if I wanted to get my BCBA, then I would have to have my master's.
Oh, this is for the assistant.
Yeah.
But the assistant's still way more money anyway.
I think so.
Well, you got to make sure of that. Because if you're going to take 6 courses, you only get like maybe a couple of dollar raise, then it ain't worth it. But if you go ahead and take 6 courses and you go and get double the income, that's awesome. I mean, considering what is being paid out there with other companies for the position that you're currently in, you could be out there making a fortune. Well, compared to me.
Yes, education along with experience, that's a win. And
That's
plus
a
you're
win.
young, that's a win-win-win. You got youth on your side, education and practical experience.
I don't know about youth.
Yeah, not that young.
Yeah, she's kind of on the old side.
Oh boy, you know what? One day I think I'm going to see a shoe flashing across that screen. I feel it.
Well,
I'm
all
agreeing with him that I'm not that young.
Oh well, you're not that old.
I dodged the shoe there. Yeah, she's not that old either. She's only 38.
No, yeah, pretty young.
Yeah, she's pretty young. I'm 44. I'm still pretty old. I mean, young. So, depending on who you talk to. If you talk to somebody in their 60s and 70s, I'm a baby. But if you talk to somebody in their 20s or 30s, I'm daddy.
Well, I guess I'm at that happy medium. I'm 51, so I'm kind of looking up at people and looking down at people, and it was like I'm just like stuck in the middle.
Yeah. Well, the people that you talk to, then they're probably we talk for at work. They're probably still calling you a baby. Oh, you're so young. I have grandchildren your age.
I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. Well, this one guy just swore today that I was like in my late 20s.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still got a voice if nobody sees you. Well, even if we see you, it doesn't look like you're 57. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not 57. It's 51.
I mean, 51. I John flashed 57 there, but yeah, Eric, you don't look a day over 57. I think all right, dumbass, I'm 51.
You know what's bad though? Whenever I go out with my daughter, guys are looking at my daughter and looking at me, and they're instantly thinking sugar daddy.
Really?
Yes.
Gross. Man,
yeah.
Those are some sick bastards.
No, they'll look at me and start nodding, give me like the nod of approval, and I'm side eyeing them. I'm like, that's my daughter. And they're like, oh.
Yeah. Well,
like, so so don't you think about bringing your ass over here.
All of a sudden, just like it's my daughter, and then all of a sudden the lights shoot up like, oh, I see now. I'll wait till Daddy goes away and I'll talk to her for a second.
Yeah, okay. You need to be more worried about her than me. Cause oh boy, that little door. Oh man, I'm telling you that.
Well, see, the thing is, that's where you listen to go ahead and pull a big cover would be, yeah, sure, go and talk to her. And of course, next thing you know, all of a sudden, the guy's, crawling on the floor crying. Oh my God, what the hell did you do to me?
Yeah, if I told you no, that wouldn't be any fun.
Why couldn't you tell me, man? What type of dad are you? You're supposed to be protecting her from me.
No, it's funnier. It's funnier when she gives you both barrels than me.
Oh God. Why didn't we have a daughter? Should have adopted one.
It's not too late.
We still can.
We still can, yeah. But see, by the time she grows up, though,
I still want to.
But see, by the time she grows up, I'm going to be too old to play any tricks like that. I don't have.
Well, I guess it depends on the age. You guys wanted to adopt a young one like your son?
Yeah, she's not going to go ahead and say adopt somebody like 8, 9, 10, 12 or anything like that. It's going to be infant.
Okay.
So,
which I can understand wanting the full experience.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we missed out on that the first time, so
didn't miss out on much. We still had the baby crying days, but just no diaper days.
No, we had diapers. He was not potty trained.
Yeah, but he was like pull-ups.
No.
Did we have the full diapers?
Yeah.
Really? I thought he was like, kind of.
You only don't know that because you never changed him.
Right.
I knew you did it once.
I knew to go ahead and give that authority to you. Little did I know every other piece of authority you would take over as well. It's like, well, you can't change the diaper, so I'm just going to go ahead and take over this, and this. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll be in bed if you need me.
All right. So here's the thing about changing diapers. The first time that I changed a diaper was my nephew, and he caught me like right in the nose. He caught me right in the nose. And let me tell you something. That shit stinks. Urine in the nostrils, it stinks.
Oh.
I have changed more diapers than most people will ever think of changing in their lifetime.
Yeah, when she went ahead and did daycare, she took care of the baby room.
Well, I had the infant room for
ever
3 or 4 years. I've had 2-year-olds, 1-year-olds. Yeah, so I've been through every stage of potty training. I've changed way more diapers than you could possibly imagine. And I can't think of any time that I've ever gotten peed on.
Because you're skilled. Eric may not have been skilled.
I wasn't skilled.
You said that was the first time, though, right?
Yeah, it was my nephew. So
have you ever gotten nailed at ever since after that?
No.
Okay, see, it was just a one-time incident.
Through a diaper.
You got shit on. Because you held up the diaper and all of a sudden shit.
No, I was holding a baby.
You were holding the baby and they shit and it dribbled on you.
Oh,
more than dribbled.
Okay. It was a chocolate fountain.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, Eric, like you said, that shit stinks. We're not talking about what it smells like. It was actual shit.
I had to take an impromptu break, go home, shower, and change.
Yes, excuse me, please. I need to go change. Why is that? Whoa, you smell like. Oh, is that? Oh, I see. I see why. Okay, you just go right ahead home. We'll even pay you for the rest of the time. You go right ahead. Please, just get the fuck out of here. We don't want
you've never had the honors, huh? Never got caught, Charles?
Never changed the diaper. Never changed one.
You've never changed any diaper ever?
Never.
Wow.
I knew you hadn't changed any of Stefan's, but I thought you.
The streak continues. You know how like the Undertaker had the undefeated streak?
Mm-hmm.
I have an undefeated streak.
Well, eventually you're gonna wind up coming across Brock, the shit brick Lesnar. You may be a grandpa when it happens, but eventually you're gonna get got.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
So you're trying to tell me that if your son had a baby and you're babysitting and it's just you and the baby in the house, you're not gonna change the diaper?
It's not my baby.
Oh wow.
Not my problem.
We gotta have some grandpa conversations.
Okay.
Well, he's got a long time.
He's got at least another 11 or 12 years before he gets to that adult age. Hopefully, then 3 or 4 years of college, and then if he wants to go ahead and have a baby, whatever, you go right ahead. But again, we're talking about another 15, 20 years, maybe.
Okay.
I'll be lucky if I make 15, 20 years.
You know what? I hope you make it just so you can change that diaper.
That'll be it. That's when I die. And the die from that stench. I'll be on oxygen.
No,
I'll be on oxygen,
when
and I
they
would
do
need that just to
adopt
go
a
ahead.
baby girl, then you'll change one of her diapers.
Well, listen, we don't know yet. We don't know yet if that's going to happen. Let's
you know
go
what?
ahead, get the garage done first, there, sweetheart. How about let's enjoy a little bit of time where we can use that other bedroom as a storage facility, so that we don't, or a toy facility. Put all the toys in there, so we don't have to have the living room and the dining area cluttered with toys. How about that? Oh man, I can't wait for that garage to get done. Oh, I got such vivid imagination of how that thing is going to look. Ooh.
So have you started yet?
No, we gotta get the money first. We still gotta get the house appraised, and then they're gonna go ahead and then I guess a few other things. Then cut us a check.
Okay.
Alyssa was saying it's like, like 3 months from the time that the application gets in. So
Okay.
It's already been in. It's only been a couple of weeks. So I think we're supposed to get some type of notification of an appraisal soon. Get the appraisal done, get it approved, and I don't know, whatever paperwork has to be done. And yay, we get money. And then we can go ahead and start making designs. So it's probably not going to happen till like maybe beginning of next year.
Okay.
We'll see. Anyway, let's take a break. We're at the top of the hour. We got BLACK. No, it's the initials. That is the artist for this. They're going to be singing Warthog. And then we have our 23EXP, the artist that actually does our theme song. They're going to play Siren. And then we have a bit. So basically, all together, we're looking at about 9 minutes. Go ahead and stay tuned. We'll be right back in about 9 or so minutes. If you got to go somewhere, come on back in 9. We'll be right back.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back. That's inside. That's inside. Monster that's inside.
Now everybody gather round and listen if you would. When I tell you every person needs a way of feeling good. Every kitty needs a ball of string and every dog a stick. But all you need is a bag of weed to really get a kick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A bag of weed, a bag of weed. Oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. It's the only help you'll ever need because everything is better with a bag of weed.
There you go, you're all getting it now.
When Texas people want to feel good,
they go assault a queer.
when stupid people need a thrill,
They rent the Rocketeer.
when Michael Jackson needs a rush,
He humps a guy like me.
But all we need is a bag of weed to keep us worry-free. 1, 2, 3, oh! A bag of weed, a bag of weed. Oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. No, you don't need nothing, you don't need speed, because everything is better with a bag of weed.
Have a go, Brian. As Mr. H.L. Mencken said, the common man's a fool. And just like Helen Keller said, "Poof dookie people cool." But try and use your heads and don't buy into all the fear.
That's all we need is a bag of weed to make us want to cheer. And 1, 2, a bag of weed, a bag of weed. Oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. You can try and fight, but we're all agreed because everything is better with a bag of weed.
of weed, a bag of weed. Everything is better with a bag of weed. You're a happy guy when you plant the seed, because everything is better with a bag of weed. Oh, everything is better with a bag of weed.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. The Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, make sure you go ahead and say hello to our friends over there at Hulk Hauling and Contracting, Karen and David. They're the ones to call if you need help out there cutting your mowing your lawn, home repairs, home improvements, lawn maintenance, and even car repairs. Go ahead and give them a call and see what they can do for you. 941-204-1264. They do service all of Florida. Southwest Florida is where they're located. However, they do stuff out of state. Like, so they do hauling. They do. They do stuff out of state, like hauling and other event type deals. So you know what? Don't take my word for it of what they can do. Give them a call to see if they can help you out. 941-204-1264. Soon, David will be handling shit. And boy, would that stink. Just saying. You go ahead and you got septic or sewer in these porta potties. They don't smell like roses. I don't care what people say their farts smell like. No, when it's dookie, it's duty time. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Hulk Hauling and Contracting, 941-204-1264. There's they don't shit about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. It was weak. John says, smoke weed and be happy. Thanks, John. We'll try to. Not very sure that's the type of happiness I want. Wrestling news. Moxley and CM Punk wrestled like literally just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it was on the TV when I was in the bedroom.
And CM Punk lost in 3 minutes.
Wow. Moxley beat CM Punk in 3 minutes?
In 3 minutes.
Wow.
So there's rumors that Punk is leaving. Which means if that's true, is he done or does he even think about going back to WWE?
Yeah, well, him and Triple H don't exactly get along, but
yeah, I don't think so either. But that could have been shtick, because I know the speech that they're talking about, and that was back when Triple H had long hair, so it was a while ago, you know. But 3 minutes. I mean, I'm over here thinking it was a freaking hack job. Like, it just didn't seem right. Champion versus champion, and you botch it for 3 minutes. That's it. Wow. Moxley is the unified or undisputed AEW champion now. Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose. So, I mean, there was a lot of heat, or at least a lot of speculation. You know how the dirt sheets are. You don't know what's true and what's not true until it actually gets there. But the dirt sheets had CM Punk was pissing a lot of people off, management included. He wasn't happy with the way things were going, which, if you really think about it, that's become a lot of wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers go over to this. They go, hey, AEW, oh my God, it's so not WWE. Thank Christ. We can go ahead and freely express ourselves and have full creative. No. You need to go ahead and listen to the management still. You need to go ahead and hold your temper. Also, plus, AEW has 3 hours of programming total. And I think how many people on their roster? Like forever.
Yeah, there's about a couple of billion, it seemed like.
Yeah. It's like they just kept signing people and just, every week or every other week there was a new wrestler that came in, or was from WWE. Now he's over here, like Rusev goes over there and announces he's Miro now. And then you have Chris Jericho, of course. He was the one that started the whole thing. Christian was over there. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy. Look what a disaster those two have turned out to be. I mean, it's like, just let's sign everybody that WWE doesn't want. You don't want to be here? Come on over. The Big Show, Paul Right now. He goes by his full name. It doesn't even sound right. He's pissed off too because he's not getting any push. There's only 3 hours of TV time. There's only 3 hours, and all these people that have been there to start before all these layoffs and all this shit happened, they're not even getting a push. So, I mean, everybody's pissed off, and it's being run by a guy who's got a major lisp, and to be honest with you, I kind of laugh at, and he thinks he's all that. He's not. He just because your daddy has money doesn't mean you can go ahead and be a spoiled little rich bitch. You know what? You go ahead and you still have to put on a product, big guy. And
he bought Ring of Honor too.
Yeah. So it's like, obviously, some of these people in the talent can go to Ring of Honor, but that's not what they signed up for. They wanted to sign for AEW. They wanted to go for the product that's on TV right now, not a once a month or a once a quarter pay-per-view. And that's what Ring of Honor is. You don't have, I mean, what have you heard of Ring of Honor? What TV network have they signed? Nothing.
Well, they got the perfect opportunity to do an invasion angle if they wanted to with Ring of Honor and AEW.
With who? Nobody knows what the hell Ring of Honor is anymore.
Oh, true.
They fired everybody. They shut down.
Hey, well, you can get the guys that was in Ring of Honor. Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. You can go back and get those guys. Cesaro was in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. But it's like, again, those people that you just mentioned, they're not coming over to go to Ring of Honor. They're coming over to be in AEW. How's another thing? Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson. He's using his full name, his real name. But still, no creative control whatsoever. Well, I mean, excuse me. When you give these people no limitations or very few, you're going to have crap. You really are. You don't have any, iron fist running the show. It's not going to look very good. Like, see, with WWE, okay, granted, McMahon had his own ideals and his own storyline, and nobody was ever going to tell him any different. That's changed, okay? But you still have the writers who are going to write the show. They're still going to be the ones that come up with the final. But they're going to take your advice now. They're going to say, hey, we want to do this pitch. We want to do that pitch. Like Edge made the announcement, his last match is going to be next year. He's given everybody a year notice. And, he's done. I don't know, because I think the whole Judgment Day thing, he was unhappy the way that went down. I was unhappy to see that went down. I think the Judgment Day, he would have been able to make a badass faction. And,
yeah, they had a lot of potential.
Yeah. It still does, but, Edge, it's not the same without Edge. That intro music that he brought into the faction, that was his intro music. When he got kicked aside, they should have changed it up.
Yeah.
But anyway. But it's like, if you don't run this company with some control, with some leadership, if you just let everybody run amok, if you just let everybody run amok, it's going to be amok. It's going to be just a big, smelly, it's going to be a big, smelly, drippy diaper.
Yeah, the inmates running the asylum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And when everybody heard AEW was going to let you have creative control, they jumped over and say, yes, this is what I want. I want my character the way I want to run it, the way I want to do it. But we only have 3 hours. That's okay. Just make sure I'm on it. But, somebody's already doing that type of character. I don't care. This is my No. And then all of a sudden, things started being taken away. Nobody was getting airtime. And now the locker room is like, what the fuck are we doing here? What did we sign a contract for?
Grass is not greener on the other side always.
No, it's not. That's why I am counting the days, if they ever do, to see MJF come in WWE.
Oh, I would really love that because I think that they would manage him really, really nice.
See, and that was the thing before Triple H took over. I thought the exact opposite. I thought MJF would go ahead and get a Raw deal. No, and I'm not talking about, Monday Night Raw. I'm talking about just bad. So it's just,
Well,
Keith Lee went over there with a lot of expectations that they didn't use him. As a matter of fact, they used him worse than WWE did. It's just Daniel Bryan went over there thinking he was going to get all this. Nobody hears of Daniel Bryan. He went ahead and joined forces with Moxley and the British bitch and William Regal.
Okay.
And
well,
he was.
Guess you're not a William Regal fan, huh?
I don't like that guy. I mean, he's a good character for what he is, but I don't know. I guess he's a British Paul Heyman. I mean, if you really want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
I guess he's good. So he's a guy you like to hate. But it's like you take a look at these other characters, the ones that have been there, you don't see them anymore. I don't even follow AEW, and I can already tell you that I don't hear nobody. When I see the posters of matches, I'm seeing the same fucking matches over and over and over again. Same people fighting the same. It's just, where are all the new people?
Where are the originals?
At least with WWE, you know what tier you're in, and you got two big shows that you can be in, and they know how to manage the roster. They have a Raw roster and a SmackDown roster, and I guarantee you, the Raw roster is probably less than what you would see. The Raw and SmackDown rosters combined are less than what AEW probably has. I would like to do some research on that to see how big AEW's roster is, because I'll bet it's huge. They just started the WWE to get back with the women's tag team title, which we all know what's coming. As soon as the final match concludes and there is new tag team champions, the song is going to be dropped. Sasha and Naomi's music is going to hit, and they're going to come out to an ovation nobody's ever seen. And that's where the tag team division for the women are actually, it's going to be rejuvenated.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And that's actually the Clash at the Castle, I think is that next Saturday? Yeah.
Yep.
Next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, because it's taking place over in London, or it's in the UK. It's taking place over there. So it's 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's not one of those typical pay-per-views that's on at like 8 o'clock at night. This thing's taking place early. It's kind of like a Saudi Arabia event, except this is big. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre for the championship. They're thinking Roman may lose it. I'm not talking mentally. I'm talking about who lose the title. But the Usos won't be there, because apparently Jimmy Uso has a DUI and he can't travel.
And guess where the DUI was?
Where? UK?
In Detroit.
Oh, okay. So you've seen. Yeah.
Oh, AEW has between 140 to 150 wrestlers on their roster.
140, 150?
Mm-hmm.
150 for 3 hours of TV, and you're going to go ahead. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. That is crazy.
And compared, let me see. Monday Night Raw has 50 male stars and 16 female stars, and SmackDown has roughly 45. and 12. So damn. So yeah, you're right.
It is crazy. What the hell are they doing with all that beef? What are they doing with it? They have no clue. They're just spending. And you know something? Look at the ratings. One episode of SmackDown covers both Rampage and Dynamite.
Wow.
One episode of SmackDown is like 2.1 million views. And I think Dynamite was like in the 700,000 and Rampage was like 300,000. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me take a look. AEW versus WWE ratings. Yeah, see. Ratings report. Now I know this is a couple of weeks ago, but this will kind of give you kind of like an indication. An indication of what was going on. So the last SmackDown that they have on record was August 5th, 2.093 million, almost 2.1 million. Okay, that's SmackDown alone. AEW, Dynamite, and Rampage combined for 1.4 million. Combined.
Wow.
Raw on August 1st, 2.2 million. They are blowing the shit out of AEW.
Yeah, they are.
And it's like, you want to keep signing these wrestlers for what? They're not pulling in numbers. None. And we're talking about Raw still on USA on Monday nights. Dynamite, which pushed NXT away because it was NXT versus Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? It was that. I mean, that was really the competition, but nobody really cares about NXT. Your main shows, Raw and SmackDown, Monday and Fridays, are pulling in close to 2 million every episode each. You combine for about 1.5 million. I mean, there's no comparison.
Well, I mean, Raw also is a 3-hour show.
Doesn't matter though. That's an average time, but still, it's a 3-hour show. Fine, but hey, okay, let's take a look at SmackDown. SmackDown's a 2-hour show, but it's on a network. That's right. The key. Raw's a 3-hour show on USA. It's still, though, it is. Listen, make it 3 hours then. Bring Rampage or Dynamite to 3 hours. What are you going to do? You got the talent, all the talent in the world to make a 3-hour show, to make a 2-hour show. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the parenting company is doing cutbacks. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. It's terrible.
With the parent company of the network that AEW is on?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
So yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good. But just the numbers you told me, 140 to 150 wrestlers on AEW's roster. When you go ahead and take a look at each of WWE's roster combined, is less than that.
Yep.
Anywho, hey, let's talk about the Clash, though.
All right.
We got 5 matches on the books. We got Gunther and Gunther. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but Gunther and Sheamus. They're going for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther apparently is the champion. I forgot he was the champion.
Yeah, he is. That's actually the match that I'm looking forward to the most out of that card. You got 2 hard-hitting guys that are just going to be at each other.
Yeah, and it's an international event too, so you know they're going to get some pops. They're going to get some big pops.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I think Gunther's probably still going to keep the title though.
I don't know. You got to look at Ridge Holland and Butch are going to be at ringside. That could come into play.
Oh, that's true too.
But Ludwig is going to be on the side too, so he may neutralize that a little bit. I mean, at least with Butch, I think Ridge will come in and overpower. I mean, 3 against 2. It's you know. Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler are going at each other, and that's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I don't know. Is this time for Shayna? Shayna's always been a strong person, but hasn't really been pushed a whole lot except for tag team. So
yeah, well, now that Triple H's in control, I think we'll see that the Shayna Baszler that was in NXT, the one who was going through everybody, because I would love to see her and Rousey go at it.
Yeah. Then they have a 6-women tag match: Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka going to get against the 3 returning ladies, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Still can't pronounce that one chick's name, but Io.
Well, we'll just call her Sky.
Sky. Yeah. you know, of all the names that they have cut down to eliminate, like Austin Theory goes down to Theory. You got why can't you just name this bitch Sky? You know, have her come out in like a helicopter, like Paw Patrol.
Wow, Paw Patrol, really?
Yeah, there's a character named Sky, and look, listen, this is the dad coming out in me.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that you have officially ran into the dad jokes.
I did. Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, Riddle, and Seth Rollins, just the regular, I think, beat the hell out of each other match. Nothing's really up for grabs on that one. Neither is the one with the 6-women tag match. That's just going to be an interesting one. There's still more to go on. I think they're going to have the the finals of the tag team championship there too.
Well, they're featuring 3 women's matches. You don't usually get 3.
No. Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 6-women tag match. That's it. And then then if they do the championship for the tag team match, I don't know if that's on the docs. I mean, it doesn't have it in there. It just shows the 5, the 3 men's and the 2 women's.
Okay.
But there's still some time before it all comes down with the card.
Yeah, well, you said the Usos aren't going to be there, so
yeah, there's no Usos, so that's going to be a disadvantage for Roman. Unless he goes ahead and gets furry face over there.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, plus Paul Heyman's supposed to be there too.
Well, yeah, but what is he going to do?
Get beat up and thrown onto a table.
He should, yeah. He should go ahead and he should get a kick from Drew just to be on the safe side.
So, I think that if anybody's going to beat him right now, it's going to be Drew.
Unless they got that other guy coming back. I forget his name. Connor or something like that. Connor the Crusher.
What, Conor McGregor?
No, Karrion Kross.
Oh, okay. I forgot about him.
Yeah. Remember, he could always come in and, it doesn't say, yeah, it doesn't say that, it doesn't say if it's like, what type of match it is. It just says a regular singles match.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Cross. Well, actually, it's really his wife I wouldn't mind seeing.
There you go. Look at this. So wait a minute. It's holy cow. I just realized where it's being taken place. This is a full stadium event.
Oh, really?
This is going to be about 60, 70,000 people in there.
Oh,
holy shit.
WrestleMania style, huh?
Yeah. That's going to be kind of nice. And all right, good. So it is it's a retractable roof too.
Oh.
So so obviously if there's any rain, they'll go ahead and close it.
Okay.
So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that Clash of the Castle, I mean, I'm kind of interested to see if they do move any belts, because you know how they are usually for overseas events, there's not a whole lot of championships changing hands. And I'm kind of like interested to see if that is the case.
Well, I would hope so.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. But that would be something. Hey, listen, you know what's happening soon? Now, I know preseason, but you know what's happening soon? Kickoff is coming up for the NFL season.
Yes.
And, you know, I have to go ahead and I may get I may get banned for it, but or kicked for it or whatever, but you know it's gonna happen. And if that's not enough, you know what? If you don't like that one, then of course I got this one here. So pick your poison, Facebook. I don't care which one you kick me over. All I can say is,
Fuck you!
Try that louder over there.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hey, do you play Madden?
Fuck you!
All right, there we go. I'm done. Yes, I do. I
Okay.
played Madden 23.
Okay.
So I had the EA trial. I actually still have some hours to go. So, have you tried it?
Not yet. Haven't. We'll probably get a hold of it this evening.
Okay. So, if you don't have the EA Play subscription, get it. It's only $5.
Okay.
And you get a 10-hour preview of Madden.
Really?
Yes. So if you want to try it before you drop 70 on it, or 60, depending on which system you have, try it first.
Okay.
Don't game fly it, because that's just a bunch of garbage. EA Play and that subscription, you should be able to do it when you go to the game for the digital download. It should give you the option for EA Play.
Okay.
And try that.
Okay.
But I went ahead and tried it. I do like it. Well, I'm on a 5. So I'm not sure if you're on a 4 or an Xbox older model or what.
I'm on the like the newer 4.
So the 4 Pro. Okay.
Yep.
So I will tell you this: the 5 with the next gen system is completely off the chain. Graphic wise, it's off the chain. So smooth, crisp. It looks so much better. It really looks really nice. The thing I don't like, and it's really stupid. It's really stupid how they made it look. Imagine playing Jared Goff. He's wearing 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take a look at his jersey, and it looks like it's bunched up in the back. I mean, they're trying to make it look as authentic as possible. But the 16 is in like a V. Like the bottom 6 looks scrunched up. The top 6 looks so big. They kind of had it out of ratio. I don't like that.
Okay.
And again, that's stupid for me, I know, but just the visual of that type of visual kind of annoyed me. I don't know if they'll fix that or what, but I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to bother with it. But the passing is now a new passing system where I don't like. It's just too involved. I just want to be able to hit a button and throw the ball. And if I hold it down, it's a bullet pass. If I go ahead and tap it, it's a lob pass. But it's, but you know, the graphics are great. I think everything's pretty much, you know, it's kind of like pretty much the same. It really is. There's not really too much that they go into detail. The only reason really to get it, updated rosters, and instead of the Washington football team, you see the Washington Commanders. And that's pretty much it, really.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot to really go after. The franchise mode is the basic bullshit.
Okay.
You try to if you want to relocate, it's the same fucking stadiums, same fucking cities and team names and bullshit jerseys.
Okay.
Is not much really there.
I thought that they would have maybe did a little something extra, seeing as how Madden passed this year.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
The only thing is basically you play before you even can start the game. You have to play a Madden Invitational game. It's basically the all-time greats from the AFC and the NFC. So you got like Bo Jackson, Tim Brown, Randall Cunningham. You got all the greats for each roster, and that it's like a 4-minute game. So I just like blew ahead of it, just like, all right, let me just finish this. Let me go to where I need to do. But everything else is pretty much the same.
Okay.
It's pretty much all. I mean, the gameplay seems to be a little bit smoother, but as far as everything else, I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I mean, I probably will eventually, just to keep up with the rosters and the you know, I hate playing a Washington football team. Okay, I don't like that. I want to get at least the game where I got the new team name. Okay,
right.
As silly as that sounds, maybe that's worth the $70 for me. I don't know, but it ain't gonna be anytime soon. Right now, money's tight, but still.
Well, hey, when I get some more exchange points from the job, then I'll buy a couple of PlayStation cards and get it that way. That's what I usually do.
There you go. All right. Gonna throw some music on here real quick. Take our final break, and I don't know. We may or may not have any good news. We'll find out. We kind of took over the show with the wrestling talk and the football talk.
Oh, that's why your wife got quiet. Well,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
We could talk about Days of Our Lives.
No, we're not. What do you want to know from Days of Our Lives?
You want to know what the funny thing about that is?
Watched this week, so
yeah, don't spoil anything.
No, I'm not. I hadn't watched it. The last time I watched it, it actually wasn't Days of Our Lives. It was like a Days of Our Lives spinoff that's on Peacock.
Oh my God! Yeah. No, don't start with her.
Yeah. I wound up because you know what kind of caught what caught my interest is that, well, I don't know. Have you seen any of the Days of Our Lives spinoff?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the most recent one?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot who it was that I was talking to, but it was like, oh my God, Bo is alive. Like, Bo. Turns out he's not alive. Turns out he's dead, but he was looking at everybody from heaven. So that intrigued me because I hadn't seen him in like 10 years.
Well, yeah, because he's been dead for 10 years.
Right. So I'm like, what the heck? So, it just kind of got me wondering, all right, how are they going to explain this?
Bo's up there in heaven making gingerbread men.
No, he wasn't making gingerbread men, but he was in heaven.
Heaven. Do we have any good news?
I'm working on it.
All right. I didn't know if you would. You could have just said yes or no. Anyway, like I was mentioning, and I guess we could
Well, I
we
don't
could segue.
have any yet, but I'm working on it.
We could segue into good news instead of going to break. Well, like I was mentioning, and before we went on a freaking tangent with Madden, which I apologize about that. That's my, that's me just not paying attention. But anyway, like I said, the beginning of the season is cooking, and chicken wing prices. You know how they were soaring and they were kind of skyrocketing, and if you didn't know this, you should have. But apparently now chicken wing prices have come down just in time for football season. The price of wings going down just in time. The Department of Agriculture says July wings cost average is $1.68 a pound. And that is compared to what it cost last year of $3.25 a pound. Now, this is the lowest price the wings have been since May of 2020, according to the report for the Department of Agriculture. So if you need to buy some wings, get them. Get them ready.
Buy them and freeze them before the wings go back up after week 2 of the NFL season.
Oh, is that your prediction?
Just like gas prices.
Poultry's going to go back up?
Yeah, just like gas prices. Labor Day is coming up soon. All of a sudden, no, you know what? It's an election year. I'm sorry, gas prices will go down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's. Is it an election year or is it next year?
Well, I think that. Well, over here in Michigan, we've got we've got like the governor, the mayor. So we've got some stuff. So it's the midterms. It's not the presidential.
Yeah, they don't count that yet. I don't think it's going to count very much. Governors don't care if the prices go up or down. That's the president's job.
Yeah, well, I'm anxious to see how this abortion issue. Man, we've got 2 females that are candidates for governor. We've got the incumbent, and then we've got this lady named Tudor Dixon. It just really just threw me back how she says that if she becomes governor, there are going to be no exceptions for abortion, even if the mama's life is in danger, even in the case of rape and incest. And the reporter was like, wait, he was like, you mean to tell me that if the mother's life was in danger and the abortion would save her life, she couldn't have the abortion? She was like, no exceptions. Wow.
Yep. Guess what? That person will lose.
Well, she's trying to backpedal now, but all the ads keeps running. In the case of the endangering life of the mother, no exceptions. No exceptions. No exceptions.
You know, that's somebody that did not listen to probably the question.
You know what? She's a former attorney general, so I'm gonna guess that she's used to, using active listening, because she stopped, she paused, no exceptions.
Yes. Excuse me, governor, or future governor. You mean to tell me, so if my wife accidentally goes ahead and excuse me, let me repeat that. If my wife gets viciously raped and gets impregnated by this raper, and she does not want to have this baby because she got raped, can she get out? No, she has to have it. Why? It's her body. You know what? That's a good question. Why? Why? You know, there's going to be a lot of people fleeing that state then.
Yeah, for sure.
You seen Men in Black? All the aliens fleeing because of the roach infestation.
Mm-hmm.
That abortion bitch, roach infestation, fleeing.
That is one of the damnedest things I had heard, though. That was like, wow, no exceptions, even in the case of no exceptions. Okay.
None. We are making it outlawed. And that's all in Michigan, right?
Yep.
Can you imagine living in the middle of that state? That's going to be a long drive to go one way or the other.
Man, do you know how long Michigan really is?
It runs across 2 lakes.
Well, and we also have a peninsula too.
Oh, damn.
Which, if you was to draw like a straight line into that, our upper peninsula is like in like the middle of Canada.
Oh, yeah. I'll stay down here in Florida, where our peninsula is just bordering beaches. Don't have to worry about French Canadians throwing croissants at you.
Well, yeah, you guys are right there by Cuba, though.
Yeah, no, we still got we got still some water. We got 90 miles between the southernmost part.
Well, that doesn't stop people from swimming.
Yeah, right. You can go and swim. If you can listen, if you can go ahead and survive those sharks to get to Florida, you should automatically be granted a green card. Automatically. Congratulations.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. You didn't risk your life to get, like, yeah, I can't send you back, man. You came the odds.
That would be a Survivor reality special. Okay, we have Juan here who's going to go ahead and jump in the water, and we're going to follow him 90 miles to the southernmost point of Florida. And if he makes it, he gets $100,000 and a green card. All right, here we go. Juan just went ahead and got attacked by a shark. We see blood everywhere. It looks like Juan didn't make it. Oh, no. I am so sorry, Juan. What do you have to say for yourself? Help me, you son of a bitch!
Oh. Yeah, Juan, got to be more careful.
Yeah, Juan. Sorry about that. All right, our next contestant. No, fuck that.
I'll just stay here. And smoke some cigars.
Yeah. Exactly. Life ain't that bad. It's not as bad as losing a life with shark.
Right. It's not as bad as Indy. That would be the new Shark Tank.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Shark Tank, Mark Cuban. Yeah, I made it funny.
God.
I made it funny.
You made it funny? Hey, listen to this. There's a new law in Missouri that makes it a crime for educators to share explicit books with students. What makes a book explicit? Does the does the Dr. Seuss guy have to be fully dressed? You know, the cat only wears like a top. Does he have to wear pants too?
Cat wears Are you talking about the Cat in the Hat?
Yeah. Does
Yeah,
he wear a
there's a
suit?
hat and a bow.
and a
Yeah, a hat and a bow tie. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's nude. Isn't that exposure?
He's a
I guess
cat.
All right. Well, what about those old pictures of like the Greek gods that have no clothes on them?
Yeah,
Would that
right.
be
Oh,
considered
that's
explicit?
yeah. We got to ban those.
But it's an artistic expression. Yeah, okay.
Whatever. In recent years, a wide variety of books have been challenged or banned in some states for a range of reasons, including books deemed explicit or obscene for mentions of gender or sexuality, or because of the discussion of race and racism. The crusade to restrict these books is often led by Republican lawmakers. In Missouri, Republican State Senator Holly Thompson introduced an anti-trafficking measure, SB 775, with Democratic co-sponsor State Senator Jill Shupp. The amendment targeting books was introduced by the Republican State Senate Rick Barton. Who cares? Most of the law focuses on combating child sex trafficking, updating the state's Sexual Assault Survivors Bill of Rights, and establishing the statewide Council on Sex Trafficking and Sexual Exploitation of Children. What the fuck has this got to do with books? In a statement, the provisions reflect common decency and consideration for the dignity of the survivor, and that the measure aims to ensure justice is done in each cases. If a person affiliated with a private or public elementary or secondary school provides what is considered explicit sexual material to a student, it could be considered a Class A misdemeanor, which is punishable by 1 year in jail and $2,000 fine. Again, what is literature that's going to be blocked? I'll guarantee you. Okay, here we go. Shupp says the amendment was made more palatable after lengthy negotiations. In the amendment that was passed, explicit sexual material, including any photography, film, video, picture, or computer-generated image, was referenced, but material considered as artistic or informational in nature is exempt.
Okay, so based on whose interpretation?
Sex ed books.
Yes, we still get to see the outline of the penis and the scrotum. I mean, because that's important. We need to make sure we see that limp dick right around the balls. The Missouri Association of School Librarians has encouraged school librarians to become familiar with the language of the new law and to prepare for book challenges. Librarians are also encouraged to consult their boards of education about school library materials on the basis of the new law.
So they're probably going to boot the Twilight books, Harry Potter.
Why would they boot Harry Potter? What sexual activity is there?
Well, I don't know if there's, maybe not in Harry
I
Potter.
was like saying,
but
Hermione never got nude.
I know there is in Twilight. I mean, it gets, once you get down to like I think it was the fourth book.
It's hot and heavy in there.
Yeah. Edward breaks the bed. Let's put it that way.
Well, bravo to Edward. My God. The American Library Association said banning books isn't new, but the crusade ramped up in 2021 with more than 729 attempted bans of 1,597 individual books. Deborah Stone, the director of the ALA Office of Intellectual Freedom, spoke to CBS about the influx of the state book bans last year. Stone says books are deemed explicit, often, quote, reflects the lives of the LGBTQIA persons and families. She said they are often targeted as obscene or pornographic, where they do not actually meet that definition. You may not be the audience, your child might not be the audience, but more often than not, there is an audience for these books, and often they are desperately needed. Stone said censorship that forbids the reading of a certain book is in violation of library users' First Amendment rights. She also said every parent has a right to raise concerns about a book, and it's part of their First Amendment as well, right to the petition. CBS News has reached out to the Missouri state senators, and they're awaiting response. So everybody's tight-lipped on that one. So we'll see how that works out, because this is probably not going to end pretty. Never does it? Anyway, let's get out of here. Wednesday is over, and listen, I'm getting a little bit better. Still got a little tickle in my throat. Still a little bit shaken with subjects. Haven't had a chance to do a lot, but we'll do it better Friday. We're getting better. We're getting better.
Better today than we was yesterday.
Well, we didn't have anything yesterday, but I know what you mean.
But we're still better.
Yeah. Speaking of better, any final words there, my friend?
You know what? Friday is my fiance's birthday. So we'll be going out and we'll be going to doing a little celebrating. That's really about it. You know, stay safe. You know, keep your eyes up and your head down.
Cool. Happy birthday and enjoy your Friday. I'll be seeing you Monday, I guess.
You sure will.
All right. Listen, have a good one. And
all right.
Everybody else, we'll take it out of here. We'll see everybody back here Friday.
All right.
See you.
Even though my world is black, I can see a speck of light. Feeling stronger, feeling free. With the shadows of the night.